Long gone are the days of waiting to be seen in a doctor's office only to have that awkward conversation with your healthcare provider. Wisp gives you access to sexual and reproductive healthcare from the comfort of your home. Get treatment for BV, yeast infections, UTIs, and much more delivered directly to your home or ready for pickup at your local pharmacy in less than 3 hours. The best part? Wisp is discreet, convenient, and you don't need medical insurance to receive care or prescription medication. Visit us today at hellowisp.com.
From the mountains to the sea to across the drag universe, this is The Rumor Mill.
This is Joe Batanz here with you for the Rumor Mill for, what is it, August 18th, 2025. But I don't do this show alone. I do this with my partner in literal crime. Oh. We do a lot of crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though we're the entire globe apart on different hemispheres.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But it's just petty crime.
Petty crime, that's right. But he's Nathan Patrick Brown from Wollongong. How you doing, Nathan Patrick Brown?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I was listening to another show.
Yeah?
A show that's well known for hating me called The Mix.
Oh, they hate you over there.
They hate me over there. Well, the audience, I don't think the hosts do. Mm. And they were talking about how Americans, our TV so pure, puritanical. I don't know if that's the right word, but, can't show anything, can't say anything.
Really?
And no, yeah, really. And then in the UK, they said after 10 o'clock you can do anything. But then they said in Australia you can do anytime you want. Show dick, show anything, anytime, anywhere. Is this true?
I don't know if it's anytime, anywhere. They would blur it. But I do remember, like, when I was a kid, we used to have Big Brother, and then we would have, like, Big Brother Uncut, which was not even that late at night, maybe like 9:30 at night, where they would just, like, show all the housemates showering and talking about sex and, like, banging each other. And so that's where I saw a lot of my first penises.
What?
Mm-hmm. But also, on the Americans Can Show Everything, can't show anything. I just watched the And Just Like That finale, and I saw like human feces in like a long sustained shot of human feces, and I was like, "This is gross."
That's on HBO. Yeah. So how did the show end? Because now it's canceled. So what is it? Is there like a finale? Is there like an ending?
Didn't feel like one. Carrie is just not alone, but on her own, basically. So nothing happened. They didn't have any time or energy. Or talent to string it all together, so they're just like, yeah, she'll just be alone.
Was there a will they, won't they with my buddy Johnny Cake's character?
Who?
I don't know what character he plays. The British neighbor.
Oh, well, no, they did bang. And then he moved back to London. I mean, I would have been happier if that episode was the finale and she just got with him. Mm. And he just disappeared.
Well,
yeah, that was weird.
Oh, really?
He was kind of hot.
Yeah, it's so funny. I just see him as Johnny Cake. And I remember when Sweet Michael first met him. So, we were at Chris and Mercedes' house. They used to have a little apartment under the house, and Sweet Michael was staying in that apartment. And Sweet Michael was upstairs, and Johnny Cake came over, and whatever, we're all hanging out, and then Sweet Michael's like, "Oh, I'm going to go downstairs to his apartment for something. Can you come with me for a second?" I go, "Sure." And I go down there. He goes, "Johnny Cake is so fucking hot. He can do whatever he wants to me." And I was like, "Really?"
No, yeah. And because you don't really think he's that hot when he's being the grumpy author guy. And then suddenly he became really hot. I don't know if he was working out a lot, but then he popped his top off and I was like, I wasn't expecting all these muscles under there. Johnny Cake?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Johnny Cake has a lot of muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, any other news? Nathan Patrick Brown, anything else going on in your life that we need to know about?
Nah.
birds throwing rocks or anything like that?
Not at this stage, no.
All right, so let me just do a plug for. I'm gonna do a bunch of plugs. What can we plug here? Okay, first of all, of course, patreon.com/afterthoughtmedia or the Patreon app. Join for free, and you get access to all kinds of content, all kinds of new content coming down the pipeline, or coming down the speak pipe, as you're gonna hear, Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
And season 2, which I had to delay. Let me give you some behind the scenes tea. This is actually so season 2 is going to get 2 episodes dropped this week. Here's why.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I think 2 episodes dropped this week. I made rethink and go like, why am I dropping 2 episodes this week? Let's just stagger it, right? But the point is, we recorded episode 1 of season 2 last week.
Okay.
But I just didn't feel it was up to snuff, right? So I've spent a lot of time editing it because it's really hard to explain. But when you can make the content a lot stronger if you just do little nips and tucks here and there.
Mm-hmm.
When the content is really strong, it doesn't fucking matter. But when you're kind of shaky on the content, those little nips and tucks can make a world of difference from like meh to like, oh, that was pretty good. That was fine. That entertained me. Right?
Yeah. It's
And so
very
I've been
important to
doing-
get the timing right sometimes.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Yeah, that's it.
Hi everyone, this is Jenny Moniz from We Didn't Turn Out Okay podcast. Did you know at Great Wolf Lodge there's adventure for the whole family? You and your pack can splash away in the indoor water park where it's always 84 degrees. There's a massive wave pool, a lazy river, and tons of water slides for your pack to enjoy together. And the fun doesn't stop there. Get ready to explore and play at adventure-packed attractions from Magi Quest, a live-action game that takes place throughout the lodge to the Northern Lights Arcade. There's also a bunch of great dining options and complimentary daily events like nightly dance parties, all under one roof. And the best part, with 23 lodges across the country, you're always only a short drive away from adventure. As a parent who loves family adventures, I love when everything's in one place. It's why I can't wait to take my family to Great Wolf Lodge. So bring your pack together at a lodge near you. Book your stay today at greatwolf.com and strengthen the pack.
I'm not switching my team to some fancy work platform that somehow knows exactly how we work. And its AI features are literally saving us hours every day. We're big fans. And just like that, teams all around the world are falling for Monday.com. With intuitive design, seamless AI capabilities, and custom workflows, it's the work platform your team will instantly click with. Head to Monday.com, the first work platform you'll love to use.
Taking on a DIY job around the house is the ultimate summer project. But if your DIY home security system is a beware of dog sign, when your real pet is Princess the cat, that's safe-ish. To be actually safe, help protect your home with a DIY system from ADT. It's easy to install and gives you virtual assistance from ADT's technical support team. Best of all, you can tell everyone in the neighborhood you set it up yourself. Don't settle for safe-ish this summer. DIY with ADT instead. Visit ADT.com to learn more.
And we are back. Hey, Nathan Patrick Brown.
Hey.
We actually have a lot to get through today, kind of. It's weird. I have some exciting news
Yeah.
and so not some exciting news. Remember a couple weeks ago when we started the rumor mill, I said, look, we have a lot of drama this week. You know?
I know, yeah.
And then I go, but then there's going to be a day. Remember kind of stagger the stories where it's like Kennedy
Nothing's
lost
going
her
on.
shoe.
Yeah. We're
And I
there.
feel like this week is not quite there, but we're really stretching on what's news in the drag world.
One of those stories you sent me, I was like, I'm going to struggle to care about this.
Well, yeah, because you already. It could be like Trixie shoots Katya in the face, and I'll be like, "What do you think, Nathan?" And you'll be like, "Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she had a reason."
None of my business.
Yeah, none of my business. What's next? And I'm like, "What?" That's the whole point of this show is for you to talk about this.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to that.
I have exciting news.
Okay.
We got two Nathan, 2 SpeakPipe messages, which, by the way, you guys are all welcome to leave SpeakPipe messages for us at speakpipe.com/afterthoughtmedia. Do it. We love it.
Please.
I was talking about this show, The Mix. I don't know if it was on the air or off the air. I don't know where I talk about anything, right? They get a ton of voicemails. Grant, it's the same 4 people every week, but they get a ton of voicemails, right?
Are they about how much they hate you? Just like, hey, just calling in just to let you know that I hate Joe Dance.
They never mention that. No, in the chat room is where you're going to see it more. Anyway, so I wish we got voice. You would think we do a show where people would want to talk about it, like a water cooler show. I run out of breath, right?
Yeah.
Never get voicemails.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like we're just on a one-way street and no one's coming past and waving.
I know they listen, but maybe there's people, look, I never call into a show. What podcast do I call into? But I guess I do have a show.
Yeah, you have a show.
Anyway, I was so excited. That we had SpeakPipe messages. And I want to do this to encourage the SpeakPipe messages. I commissioned a jingle for our SpeakPipe segment.
Amazing.
Yeah, here it is. And I'll be honest with you, I really like it.
Well, I woke up this morning with this Nathan Brown stuck in my head. That jingle you wrote the other day.
That's a good, I was whistling it today. That's a good, so people who, if you're not on Patreon, or if you didn't hear this show, we have a new show called Esta Claudia, where we play voice memos that I get constantly from an Instagram, from a person who sends me voice memos on Instagram so the show's called Esta Claudia. And we came up on that show with a theme song for Nathan. He has a new show called This Nathan Brown. Mm-hmm. And the theme song, do I have it here? I don't know if I have it here.
The theme song's longer than the show itself. So
yeah, I don't have the theme song on here.
But anyway, it's catchy is all I wanted to say.
But this next one's catchy too. This is our new jingle for the SpeakPipe messages. Here we go. Isn't that good?
That is very Jonas Brothers coded.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's really good. We'll play it at the end too, but let's play our first voice memo.
Yeah, I want people to send in just so we can listen to that every week.
Yeah, the guys, if you want it, what if they don't like the song? And I'm like, come in. I mean,
I'll send a SpeakPipe.
Okay, you spend SpeakPipe. Okay, here we go. So here's our first one. Okay. Here we go.
Hey, Joe and Nathan. My name is Siobhan. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, up in Canada. I've been listening to you guys for a while, and I thought I would try this SpeakPipe thing.
Wait, hold on. I want to say something. From what I've heard, is people in Toronto don't say Toronto. They say Toronto. This is what I've heard.
Sorry, I think my internet cut out for a second. But yeah, I've heard that too.
So, yeah, I just have comments about your latest Rumor Mill episode where you guys were discussing the whole race play, quote unquote, joke about Bob and Monet.
Yeah.
And I want to say, I totally, understand that Bob and Monet said that they were, quote unquote, joking, and that I did hear the clip. They did say that they weren't necessarily into it. But I guess, and I should mention, I'm a Black person. I guess.
Now, I'm going to stop right here. I'm glad he told that because it establishes it. But I don't know about you, Nathan, because you're Australian, so you don't know this. But I think the second he said his name was Trevon, we all knew he was a Black person. I'm not, and I don't know what pronouns Trevon uses because he just said black person. So I'm saying he.
Okay.
The voice presents as male, but I don't know what the pronouns are. All right, here we go.
For me, the reason why it just made me uncomfortable is just that I didn't see it as like a joke. Like I don't understand like what's funny, what's the punchline to it. It's just it's cringy, you know? And like if I don't know if you heard the clip of them saying it, but the way they were saying it, it didn't come across as a joke. And I feel like, who was it? Kamara Black, who said, well, if you're joking, you would say JK. They didn't say JK. So I don't know. I think it just fell flat. And I think they were right to get dragged for it. I'm glad he apologized for it. But yeah, no, it was not a good look at all. Like, I'm not canceling them, but it was enough for me to raise an eyebrow and be like, oh, okay, then.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for Trevon for calling in. We really appreciate our voice memos. But I am very excited here because, Trevon, Nathan here is going to be in a bit of a pickle because he really doubled down on Bob and leaning into supporting Bob. And now we have a black person coming in saying that they don't appreciate it as a black person, didn't think that Bob was joking. Where do you fall on this, Nathan? Now, this is weird because I know you have a very social justice warrior aspect to you.
Well, so, I thought Trevon made a good point being like, if it's meant to be a joke, make it funny. And if it's not funny, then maybe it's not a joke. I think in the wise words of Kimura, you got to say JK. And I didn't think of that last week.
So here's the deal, Trevon and Nathan. But like, unfortunately, that was the very first week of the rumor mill. So I didn't have my research machine as ready to go as I do this week. Like, every week it's going to get better. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, one of the things I've been really working on is shortening those news things and making them less convoluted. And that's sort of my goal for this week. But yeah, I think and Nathan got a full report.
I know, it had footnotes and everything.
Yeah. So, we're improving it. So I wish I would have heard it. I wouldn't even know where to find it or anything. If someone could send us a clip, I want to hear it. I think it's somebody on the show talking about race play and Bob goes hot.
Yeah, but I also don't want to commit to having to do homework before I speak on something.
Well,
form an opinion on something.
Notice I said, if someone sends it in. I'm not going to go find it. I'm going to go do actual. I have a lot going on.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have time to go looking for when Bob made a joke.
Years ago.
8 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But here's the deal too, is this is a trickier thing. And I think, when you're young, but this is not just about the Bob thing. Okay, but let's take Trevon's statement that it wasn't a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take it at face value. Okay. And one of the things that I've learned, but it's really, really, really hard to get across to young people, is that when you're young, it's very easy to see things in black and white. And by the way, I'm a huge Gen Z fan. Huge. Love Gen Z. Okay.
We know.
Shut up. But what I will say is they really see things in black and white. They really, really, really see things in very stark contrast with no in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's going to really come back and bite them in the ass. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And so the reason I bring this up is because I'm an elder statesman. What I will say is that you have to live some life to be able to say this. But there's so many shades of gray to everything, right? And there are things that belong to a certain time that now you wouldn't say that stuff.
Yeah.
But at the time there was no problem with it. And I've said, every generation wants to tear down the constructs built by the previous generations. So that's going to happen to Gen Z too. I was thinking about this the other day. I saw like, I don't know, some clip of like hippies from the 60s.
Yeah.
Right. And they were like cutting edge. But the hippies from the 60s later became the yuppies of the 80s and the monster baby boomers that we know today.
Oh, those
right?
assholes. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Gen Z, as like, it's going to happen, Gen Z. I know you think you're so right about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad you're social progress minded and all that. There's a lot of great things about your generation. But I'm telling you, in 10, 20, 30 years, the generations behind you are going to look at you. And I can't tell what it's going to be, but they're going to judge you. Now, how does it come back to the Bob thing? If he isn't joking, I give him a pass because he said we have to take what they say in the present. He says now he doesn't find it funny. He doesn't stand by it, and he does not engage in it.
Yeah.
And I have to go like, okay, well, at the time, maybe he thought that was funny. Maybe he thought he was being edgy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. But he said he wouldn't joke about it now.
Yeah.
He copped to it.
Yeah. So thank you, Trevon. Hopefully somebody sends us the clip so we can judge for ourselves and really stretch this story out as far as it can go. All right, let's go to the next voicemail. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Nathan. I have never sent a voicemail before, but this is important gay news, so I was inspired to call in.
Oh.
I'm so upset that Joe is not watching and recapping the
Who is this?
season. Aside from the horrific quality of the season, it looks like it's being shot in a toaster. This season...
Oh, it's a guy named Evan.
Can we start again? What's he talking about?
I don't know. Let me start this again. Hold on. I can do that. Hold on. It's going to take some. But his name's Evan. He didn't say, probably it's Evan Ayers. I will say this. I'm going to say this. I don't know anything about this person. All I know is his name's Evan. It's a speak pipe. You don't get a picture. He sounds very cute.
Okay. I thought you were going to racially profile again, and I was like, you don't need to guess the races of everybody who calls in. But yes, he does sound cute.
Yeah, here we go.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Joe. Hi, Nathan. I have never sent a voicemail before, but this is important.
Ever in his life? In his entire life, he's never sent a voicemail?
Yeah, that's crazy, Evan. Do you just not call
every
people?
Every time it rings, he just hangs up. He's like, I'm not doing this. This is done. Right? All right, here we go.
Inspired to call in. I'm so upset that Joe is not watching and recapping the Slation Royale season. Aside from the horrific quality
I still couldn't hear that.
of the season,
What'd you say?
I still don't know what he's talking about. The what season?
Slation Royale. So Drag Race Philippines is essentially doing their own global all-stars, but it's only specifically Asian people from other franchises.
That's fun.
Yeah. Is it in English? That's what I want to know. Because I will say, I won't do any non-English ones because the non-English ones, and this is really it, guys. This is truly it. It doesn't matter what language. They're like 4 or 5 times harder to recap than a regular English season. I'll tell you why. Because in a regular season, when you speak that language, I'll keep it to that. So I have English speaking people around me. When you speak that language, you don't have to be looking at the screen to follow along and write the outline.
Mm-hmm.
But when you, so that saves time. You can do it in real time. But when it's a foreign one, you have to read the subtitles, which slows you down. And it takes I'm not even joking, 3 or 4 times as long. So if Slation Royale is that good, I'll take a look at it if it's in English. I actually have an excess number of producers right now. So we have an extra producer that would love the work. So
yeah, put them to work.
Yeah, and I need to get a co-host for it. But I feel the co-host, we have to have an Asian co-host. It can't be 2 white people or 2 Latinos talking about Slation Royale. I don't know any Asians that want to be on this. Yeah. Let's move on.
looks like it's being shot in a toaster. This season is one of the best that I've watched. I have not watched the other Philippine seasons, so I don't know.
All I can focus on is how fucking cute he sounds.
How it ranks up against that, but this is so good. I'm completely unqualified to do this, but The girls need to know what's happening with this Salesian season. So,
Do your paper? He like notes.
Yeah, I think he's going to start reading out some notes. He's like, this is my first voicemail. I want to do it right.
This is my first voicemail ever that I've ever left in my life. I've taken notes.
Here is my quick Salesian summary of episode 1.
Okay.
You get introduced to all the girls, so I'm going to run through the list and give a quick rundown. Okay. Arizona.
Oh.
She was robbed. She deserved the win, but she did not get it.
Okay.
Bernie. She bought her teeth from Temu, and I can't look away. Brigadine, can't remember her. Ivory Glaze, cringy as she was in Australia. Kiana, as robbed as I thought Arizona was, she did amazing and deserved the win. Kitty Space, don't remember her. Sian Pussy looked sunburnt and whatever, she was fine. Suki Doll, underwhelming. Venus Deluxe, gigantic mouth. Yua, underwhelming. Madame Yoko deserved to go home first, and Something Wong looked a mess. In the episode, they did a hair flip competition, which was iconic, and they need to bring this into the regular seasons. It was so much fun to watch. If you win an episode, you get like $3.76 USD. I think if you win the season, you get like $50,000.
I want Evan's USD.
They did so much this episode. There were 2 runways. There was a question and answer portion. And the best part is that it's the lip sync for your life with the lipsticks. And it's amazing. And you have to watch it, Joe.
Oh.
That's the end.
Well, this does sound promising. I do love a hair flip competition.
I'm assuming it's available on World of Wonder.
And I'm starting to think
Plus.
Maybe it is in English, because if they've got that like Ivory Glaze from like down under and like people from all over, maybe.
And
I don't know, what
Wong.
language would they do?
Yeah, I guess it must be in English.
That sounds great. It only premiered 5 days ago, so.
All right, I have time.
Yeah, you could be on the front end of this.
Yeah.
Sounds good. It seems like Evan was really like preoccupied with their mouths. He was like, yeah, this one was forgettable. This one had weird teeth. This one was forgettable. This one had a big mouth. It was like, okay, is there anything else going on, Evan? Or is it just about their mouths?
Yeah, he did. He did have that. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, and here we go. Then we're back to this. All right, everyone. Okay, now we're going to go to the news stories. We have news stories. And the first story we're going to do is about Heidi N Closet and comedian Matt Rife, Elf Cosmetics drama. Here we go. Mm-hmm. We have our news reporter.
Heidi N Closet embroiled in cosmetics ad drama. On August 11th, Elf Cosmetics released a parody ad featuring drag star Heidi N Closet and comedian Matt Rife as makeup lawyers. Rife is controversial for joking about domestic violence in a 2023 Netflix special and sharing a fake apology linking to a special needs helmet website. His past comments triggered backlash. Influencers Nikki Tutorial and actress Chriselle Stauza questioned why the brand partnered with him, noting Elf's audience is primarily women and queer consumers. Fans defended Heidi, pointing out she signed her contract before Rife's involvement and couldn't back out. Elf said the company aimed to spotlight beauty injustice, but admitted it missed the mark and scrapped the ad. The brand's marketing head explained Rife was chosen because most of his TikTok followers are young women, but some critics suspect the company was courting outrage to gain attention.
All right. Well, let me just end it there. All right. Okay, Nathan, you've read the story. You know the background. You know everything. What's your opinion here? I think it has pretty much summed it up.
Yeah, well, I have heard the name Matt Rife, but I
don't know who he is.
Nah, I kind of somehow have missed all of that. But but from that article, I'm like, oh, he sounds like bad news. Mm-hmm. And that sounds like that was quite widely, like, public knowledge that he was bad news.
Did you look him up at all?
No.
Oh, okay. So here's the deal. He was this basic, kind of ugly, on the ugly side of basic, white guy. And then he got a bunch of work done. And now a bunch of gays and girls think he's really hot.
Yeah, okay.
It's weird. In theory, I should think he's really hot, but there's something off. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is because on paper, I'm like, oh, he is really hot. But it's like, I don't know. I can't really explain it. But I don't. I know people who do, though, right? So, what are your thoughts on it? First of all, let me just give my thought. Heidi N Closet's just fucking getting a fucking paycheck. She signed a contract. They're like, do you want to do a sponsorship for this Elf Cosmetics? Why wouldn't she? Right? We'll pay you all this money. Then she shows up on set, and then there's this Matt Rife there, and it's like the bitch needs to make up money, you know?
Yeah, I know, but I don't like Heidi. So I'm going to come down on Heidi and be like, she should have walked off set.
You're becoming quite the Robert Mata contrarian here. Is that what you're trying to be? Is that what you're trying to do here?
No, I just don't like Heidi. I genuinely have never liked
I don't
her.
like Heidi, but I can separate the hate from the hate.
Yeah, I do think looking at this on paper, give the girl a fucking break. But I just don't like her. But like, yeah, I mean, bitches got to make their coins. Have the problem with Elf Cosmetics. Have the problem with Netflix who put this Matt Rife guy on and aired that fucking special where he said dumb shit. Have the problem with them and not the drag queen. But she's annoying.
Yeah, there's not really much to this story, if I'm being honest with you.
No, it's a slow week.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next story. Here we go. If you thought that story was slow.
This one, oh my goodness.
Here we go.
Drag queen Orion Story has some splaining to do. Local drag performer Britney Blackout says she paid $80 for a wig from drag queen and Drag Race Season 14 contestant Orion Story in June and never received it. In a video filmed from a rideshare, Britney claims Orion has stopped responding. The clip went viral on the RPDR drama subreddit, sparking debate. Some viewers sympathized. Others said disputes over online wig sales should be handled privately. Several commenters reported positive experiences buying wigs from Orion, while at least one claimed similar issues. As of now, neither party has publicly confirmed whether the wig was delivered or the money refunded.
Okay, well, let me just end it there too. Nathan, did you have any big thoughts on this story?
This story is the bottom of the barrel. I mean, we're talking about an $80 wig from a drag queen I've never heard of, and then a drag queen I forgot about. Yeah, and I think this is just, it's sometimes people on the internet, these drag queens trying to make a profile or trying to make content, it's too Yelpy. Like, talk to Orion and get your fucking money back. Like, what I think it's a waste of everyone's time to be like, I paid $80 and I'm not getting my wig. It's like, sort it out. Sort it out. At least with the Acid Betty stuff, we were talking about like thousands of dollars and like reputational damage and shit. Like, what is this? But the story you sent me, it was interesting when someone else said like, oh yeah, I've heard about problems with Orion's wigs, and like someone got one delivered and it smelled like piss, and then someone else was like, oh yeah, I've heard that as well, like I got a pissy smelling wig.
Oh, what do you think
that's more interesting about? I feel that she's selling dirty wigs.
You know, it's so funny that you say that, and I don't know why I feel this is related, and I don't know what the exact quote is. Maybe somebody can go find it, but somebody asked me, I want to say on Twitter, that sounds right, because that would be the only place where we would interact, right? Someone asked me a question about Orion's story on Twitter. And I think I said, yeah, I know, or whatever. I don't know what it was. And he responded.
Oh, Orion.
Orion's story responded to that private thread. Well, it was private, it was on Twitter. And was like shitting and pissing and farting. Or it was something weird like that.
What?
Yeah, and it may not exist because it might have been with the Drag Race Recap Twitter account, which I got rid of. When Elon Musk took over. So it might not exist anymore anywhere, you know? But, yeah.
But what was the context of the initial tweets?
I don't remember. Somebody talking shit on Orion's story and me agreeing with it. And then he chimed in, and we didn't even tag him.
And that's sad when someone's commenting when like they've not been tagged. It's like, so you searched your name.
Yeah,
like, that's embarrassing.
He was like, and then I remember he said like pissing and I remember he went like, oh, like pissing and shitting and sharding. I remember he said shart, and I was like, that's so lame.
Yeah, and who is Orion Story? Like, I cannot even visualize that person.
So as a boy, she was fairly attractive, actually, but she was really weird.
And when was this?
I don't know. And then they got eliminated first, but I want to say they came back, but then were eliminated again. I could be wrong. Maybe they never came back.
Yeah, I cannot summon a care factor for that story. I mean, was it Belinda Backseat or whatever her name was? Like, she sounds messy boots. And kind of
Who's
like
Belinda Backseat? Oh, it's the woman who got mad about the wig?
I think so. The one that was in the Uber saying, I paid $80 and didn't get a wig. Like, there might be something to the argument that they're trying to manufacture outrage to boost profile. Because I'm sure this person's sending in tapes every year to get on the fucking show.
Let's be honest. If you're buying an $80 wig, stop right there. Problem. Okay. Then you're buying it from Orion Story, which means you have some sort of relationship with Orion Story. Stop right there.
Yep.
And then now you're pissed that Orion Story didn't send you your $80 wig.
Yeah.
It's just really messy and ugly.
And I think there's a threshold. Like, you know, sometimes like if you buy something on like, I don't know, Shein, or you get like an Instagram ad and you're like, yeah, this could be a scam, but it could not. I'll send this money, and if I don't get delivered what I ordered, then like I've just lost that money. Like surely like $80 and under, you're like, well, I tried and I lost it. You'd sort of let it go. Or try and, you know, message Orion privately or go through fucking PayPal or whatever. But like there's a certain element of like, how much effort am I putting into getting that $80? Like it's gone.
Yeah. Honestly, you just reminded me because I dealt with this when I was selling a lot of my posters. So there's an option. Often when you're buying things online, okay, they'll ask you, the person selling will ask you to send it to them, friends and family. That way there's no charge.
Okay.
What I've done in the past is I've told people, I've advised people, tack on, because it's not that much, especially when it's $80. Tack on 4% or something like that. Give me the 4% and pay the friends and family. You know? And just pay me the extra. Like, so instead of saying pay me $80, pay 80, you know, I'm just gonna say for math's sake, $84, right? And pay that, and then it covers the friends and family. You're protected.
And then you get your $80.
Not friends and family. I get my $80.
Yeah.
And you would get the peace of mind that if it doesn't get delivered, they're gonna come after me. It's not friends and family. Friends and family is with no charge. I forget what it's called, like goods and services or something like that.
Yeah.
Pay that. Just pay that. So that in that case, it would have been less than $4. Somewhere between $3 and $4 to just go, you know, I'm going to pay the extra $3 or $4. That way I don't have to go on fucking goddamn Instagram or whatever, or YouTube from a fucking Uber and bitch about how to get my $80.
Yeah, it's very low class behavior from both sides. I mean, Orion's a piece of shit if she's not sending the fucking wig, like, or sending the money back. But also, I just don't care about that person.
All right, well, those are the news stories. Look, this rumor mill is exactly the length that I wanted the rumor mill to be. Now, is there anything we need to know? I'm going to give you a tip of the hand here. I'm going to tip my hand a little bit, Nathan. We did hear from Claudia.
Yeah.
And she did go on about what a big fan of Breaking Down Bad Books she is, and she's loving this new Harry Potter. She's loving the Harry Potter that you started.
Oh my god, I love Claudia. That's nice. Yeah, I've only done 3 chapters so far, but it's been really fun to be poking holes into the logic behind that world and just reliving it again. It's been fun.
Nathan has a podcast called Breaking Down Bad Books, and currently he's doing Harry Potter. In the U.S., they call it Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, but outside they call it Philosopher's Stone.
Outside, yeah, the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Outside the US.
Outside of the U.S.
I know.
And yeah, so he's currently doing that, so you can listen to that podcast. Anything else, Nathan? Anything else you want to plug?
Well, and I've also been spending a lot of time editing my YouTube vlogs for my travel that I just did. So I'm just been looking at the Disneyland videos now, and man, that Disneyland 70th was so much fucking fun. So you can go to I think it's Nathan Patrick Brown on YouTube if you want to check them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I've been sending, and I always get these videos on TikTok now because I've been watching them now. So that comes across my FYP. Of people from Disney World going to Disneyland and giving their reactions, you know? And actually most of the time they like Disneyland. Maybe not necessarily as much as they like Disney World, but they like Disneyland. There are all these positive things. So I sent him to Taylor the Latte Boy and he never responds. And I think he gets mad. And the other day I was talking to him and I said, hey, listen, I'm not saying you, I'm not a competitive person. I don't care. I'm expecting you to like Disney World better. It's your home park.
Yeah.
I said, but I'm sending those to you because I want you to like Disneyland. And he was like, okay.
Yeah, I feel like you and I, we love the conversation of comparing parks and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if other people like it as much as we like it.
I love it. All right, guys, we're going to call it a day there. This is usually the part where I say, what are we talking? I don't know why I did all that stuff right here.
SpeakPipe. Send in SpeakPipe.
Oh, yeah. Send in speakpipe.com messages. Look how excited Nathan and I were from these voice memos.
I love a
And
jingle.
I'm already lusting after Evan. I don't even know who Evan is.
Yeah. Send us photos of your pipe, Evan. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
And Trevor.
Nathan said that, not me.
Yeah.
The mechanic already stopped talking to me because something Nathan said.
No, don't pin that on me.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we'll talk to you guys next week.